rights. Okay. So today we have finished with our module 3, that is about senses of engineering and what are the main functions, what are the uh, roles of an engineer. That is what we have discussed in our third module. Today, in our fourth module, we will study about responsibilities and rights. So, in professional ethics, you have to see what are the responsibility that you have to carry out being an engineer, and what are the rights for you as a person in a society, right? So that we will discuss. So here, responsibilities of engineers include collegiality, loyalty, respect for others, uh, then managing conflict, collective bargaining, confidentiality, conflicts of interest, occupational crime. All these are some of the responsibilities of engineer. And while coming to the rights, in this module we will discuss about the main rights like professional rights, employee rights, intellectual rights, intellectual property rights, IPR, discrimination. So these are the four main rights that we are studying, and these are the some of the responsibilities that an engineer is having. Okay. So while coming to the responsibility is actually divided into two categories. One is responsibilities of engineer. Okay. Is about responsibilities of engineer. In for responsibilities of engineer is like here. Two main responsibilities are there. One is internal responsibility. Second one is external responsibility. So internal responsibility means the responsibility for a person within an organization, within a close bound. That is known as internal responsibility. While telling about external, that is external, means outside. So, what is meant by internal responsibility? Responsibility of an engineer towards an employer, that the responsibility within an organization. So, that means that's what I'm telling. This is internal. That means within an organization, there will be a closed bound will be there. In this bound, what is the responsibility? Right? Now, external responsibility means responsibility of an engineer towards outside world. That is the responsibility outside the organization. Now, what are the internal responsibility? It's like collegiality, loyalty, respect of others, collective bargaining. All this comes under internal responsibilities. Now we will see what is meant by this. Each one we will see. Next is external responsibilities. That means a person has to carry out, or that person has to taken care all this responsibility that is outside that particular organization. That means that may be inside the society, right? Confidentiality, conflict of interest, occupational crimes. Okay, Anu. പറഞ്ഞത് വരെ ക്ലിയർ ആണോ? Yes or no? Nihal, is this okay? Nihal. Okay. So next, so first we are going to discuss about the first one comes under that is collegiality. Okay. A collegiality means a colleague is someone who works in the same organization or co-worker or associate in a profession. And share your personal life. So trust on them. We cannot trust on them completely. That them till both are working together. So what understood from this? Normally colleagues and friends. Normally we use these terms interrelatively. One is colleague, another is a friend. What is the difference between this colleague and a friend? I'm not asking in the normal way. I'm asking uh, about a relationship. How you can say how it is different, how it is similar, and all. A friend is the one with whom we love to talk and we love to spend time, or we love to share everything with our friends, right? Colleague is a person who is working with us. That person may be a friend as well as colleague. That possibility is there, but we cannot completely say within a colleague we are going to share everything, right? നമ്മുടെ ഒരു കൊളീഗ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് നമ്മുടെ ഫ്രണ്ട് ആവാം, റൈറ്റ്? ഒരു കൊളീഗിനോട് ഇപ്പം നമ്മളിപ്പം ഒരു കൊളീഗ് റിലേഷൻഷിപ്പ് മാത്രമാണെങ്കിൽ വി ആർ നോട്ട് ഗോയിങ് ടു ബി നോട്ട് ദാറ്റ് ക്ലോസ് വിത്ത് എ പെർട്ടിക്കുലർ പേഴ്സൺ, റൈറ്റ്? Colleagues are attached with professionally and we cannot trust them on completely on some other basis. ഇപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങളുടെ കമ്പനി, നിങ്ങളിപ്പോൾ ഒരു ഓർഗനൈസേഷനിൽ 500 ആൾക്കാർ ഒരുമിച്ച് വർക്ക് ചെയ്യണമെന്ന് ചോദിച്ചു, all these are considered as colleagues, റൈറ്റ്? നിങ്ങളുടെ ക്ലാസ്സിൽ തന്നെ നോക്കിയാൽ മതി. In your class, some 58 students are there, right? So in normal cases, it is like your classmate, but only few will be your friends, right? Only with them you will share your secret information and you will normally that won't exist because why it is not existing? Because 50 is, it is actually a larger gang, so people will be having different interests, right? So next is collegiality. Next one, collegiality is the relationship between colleagues. The collegiality is the tendency to support and cooperate with colleagues. Colleagues respect each other's ability to work towards a common purpose, right? So we have a goal. If we are working for an organization, we all are having an aim and we all are having a common purpose. It's a virtue essential for the team work to be effective. Only when we are having a very good relationship with our colleague, then only our teamwork will be productive and effective. Otherwise it will be like നിങ്ങൾക്ക് തന്നെ അറിയാം, നിങ്ങളുടെ ക്ലാസ്സിൽ നിങ്ങളുടെ പരസ്പരം അങ്ങോട്ടും ഇങ്ങോട്ടും പാര വെക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ it will be very difficult to withstand, right? So colleagues respect each other's ability to work towards a common purpose, and it is a virtue essential for the teamwork to be effective. Group of teachers sharing the responsibility of student discipline. That is actually an example. So you can see in your college, in your department, many CS department contains some 8 or 10 staffs. So all these are colleagues. We all are colleagues, and these group of teachers sharing the responsibility of the student discipline. What is our responsibility? To handle you people effectively and efficiently, and make you to study something and make you to get better achievements, right? That is our responsibility. So all of us are sharing these responsibility. That is what a colleagues are doing. Okay, so collegiality is the relationship between colleagues, and collegiality is the tendency to support and cooperate with colleagues. Okay, and collegiality should include the following characters. In the syllabus first topic is collegiality. So collegiality should include the following characteristics. Engineers should not attempt to injure directly or indirectly the professional reputation, prospects, practice or employment of other engineers. And engineers should not untruthfully criticize other engineers' work. Engineers should bring unethical or illegal practice of other engineers to proper authority for action. These are the characteristics that being a co-worker you have to do. It's like if some 10 or 15 people are working for an organization, an engineer means a normal a professional should not attempt to injure directly or indirectly the professional reputation. അതിന് പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് ഞാൻ എക്സാമ്പിൾ പറയേണ്ട ആവശ്യമില്ലല്ലോ. നിങ്ങൾ ഒരിക്കലും നിങ്ങളുടെ കൂടെ വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരാളെ അവരുടെ പ്രൊഫഷണൽ റെപ്യൂട്ടേഷൻ എഫക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്ന രീതിയിൽ ഒരു കാര്യങ്ങളും ചെയ്യാൻ പാടില്ല, നോയിങ്ലി ഓർ അൺനോയിങ്ലി. Right? And if that person is behaving unethically or should bring those unethical behaviors or illegal practices to the authority, that will be there. Okay, and engineers should not attempt engineers should not truthfully criticize other engineers' work. Engineers should bring unethical or illegal practices of other engineers to the proper authority for action. Okay, now which are the elements of collegiality? Respect to the ideas and work of others, commitment to moral principle, and connectedness. So these are the main elements for a collegiality. Which are the main elements? Respect the ideas and work, commitment to moral principles, and connectedness. Clear? We will see each one. Respect the ideas and work of others. That means it means valuing one's colleague for their professional skill and their devotion to the social good promoted by the profession, and this results in support and cooperation with one's colleague. Once get back to the support and cooperation in turn, this is mutually beneficial. So in the case of engineering aspect, it means affirming the worth of other engineers engaged in producing social, useful and safe products, right? അപ്പം എന്തൊക്കെയാണ് ഇതിൽ നമ്മൾ പറഞ്ഞ മെയിൻ ഐഡിയാസ് എന്ന് നിങ്ങൾ തന്നെ കൺക്ലൂഡ് ചെയ്തൊക്കെയാണ് ഇതിൽ വരുന്ന മെയിൻ ഐഡിയാസ്? Read this once and explain me what you understood from this. Respect the ideas and work of others. So we always have respect for other person who is doing something, right? So we cannot say whatever thing that person he is doing is not wrong, because we have to respect his ideas. നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ നമ്മുടെ കൂടെ വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരാളെ എന്തെങ്കിലും ഒരു കാര്യം ചെയ്യുന്ന സമയത്ത് ഒരിക്കലും അത് തെറ്റാണെന്നോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇത് ശരിയല്ല എന്ന് പറയാനുള്ള റൈറ്റ് ഇല്ല. We can correct him, that is there, but we cannot prejudice or we cannot conclude that completely like this wrong. That is not there. Okay, we have to value his professional skill and his experience, right? And if we are getting enough support and cooperation with our colleague, and it will be mutually beneficial for us as well as for the organization. Okay ആണോ ഞാനിപ്പോൾ പറഞ്ഞ പോയിന്റ്? ഓക്കെ ആണോ? വൈഷ്ണവി, വിഷ്ണു, അങ്ങനെ വിളിക്കുന്ന ആൾക്കാരൊക്കെ ഇവിടെ ഉണ്ടോ? അഖിൽ, അനൈന, നബീൽ, അൻഷിത, സേച്ചൽ. ക്ലിയർ ആയോ? ഓക്കെ, ശരി. അടുത്ത പോയിന്റിലേക്ക് പോവാം. നെക്സ്റ്റ് ഇസ് കമ്മിറ്റ്മെന്റ്. കമ്മിറ്റ്മെന്റ് ഇസ് ടുവേർഡ്സ് moral decision, actions, goal of the organization and values of the profession. So sharing devotion to the moral ideas essential in the practice of engineering. That is commitment. even when there is a cutthroat competition between engineers, they should be feeling that all engineers share a common concern for overall good of the society. നമുക്ക് പൊതുവെ അറിയുന്ന ഒരു കേസ് തന്നെയാണ്. So in all the areas, in all the profession, there will be a professional competence will be there. ഇപ്പം ഫോർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ നിങ്ങളിപ്പോൾ 2 ഡെവലപ്പിംഗ് കമ്പനീസിനെ എടുത്തു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ആ 2 ഡെവലപ്പിംഗ് കമ്പനീസും തമ്മിൽ ഹാർഡ് കട്ട് ത്രൂട്ട് കോമ്പറ്റീഷൻ ആയിരിക്കും എക്സിസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ടാവുക, റൈറ്റ്? If at all strong competition is existing also, we should not compromise on our quality and as well as our professional ethics. We should not compromise on it, because whatever we are doing, that is for the goodness of our society. നമ്മൾ എപ്പോഴും ബിസിനസ് മൈൻഡഡ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ മണി മൈൻഡഡ് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന രീതിയിലേക്ക് മാറുന്ന സമയത്ത് we do not have a commitment towards the society, right? അല്ലേ? So sharing the devotion to the moral ideas essential in the practice of engineering is very much essential. Then only we can say we are much committed, not only to the organization but to the values of the profession as well as for the society. നമ്മൾ എപ്പോഴും കമ്മിറ്റഡ് ആയിരിക്കണം. നമ്മുടെ ഓർഗനൈസേഷന് വേണ്ടി മാത്രമായിരിക്കണം എന്നില്ല, സൊസൈറ്റിയോട് കമ്മിറ്റഡ് ആയിരിക്കണം. അതുപോലെ നമ്മുടെ ഗോൾസ്, പ്രൊഫഷണൽ ഗോൾസ്, അച്ചീവ്മെന്റ്സ് അതിനോടൊക്കെ കമ്മിറ്റഡ് ആയിരിക്കണം. ബട്ട് ദാറ്റ് വിൽ ബി ഇൻ എ മോറൽ വേ, റൈറ്റ്? ഇഫ് ഇറ്റ് ഓൾ കോമ്പറ്റീഷൻ ഇസ് എക്സിസ്റ്റിംഗ് ഓൾസോ, വി ഷുഡ് നോട്ട് കോംപ്രമൈസ് ഓൺ അവർ വാല്യൂസ്. Our prime concern is we are doing this for the overall good of society. Clear? Next is connectedness. Awareness of being part of a large organization created by sharing commitment and skill. So connectedness means the shared commitment and mutual understanding. It ensures the absence of egoism and paves way for progress for both. So connectedness means we are a part of a large organization. If you are working in a college or if you are working in an MNC, you are part of a large organization. And this organization will be having a common goal, and that all are working towards that goal. Organization created by sharing commitments, and they are sharing the skills. So it means that the shared commitment and mutual understanding will help us to achieve our final goal, and we have to act with egoistic way. നമ്മൾ ഈഗോ വെച്ച്, നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ ഒരു പ്രൊഫഷണൽ ഈഗോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ പേഴ്സണൽ ഈഗോ വെച്ചിട്ടാണ് നമ്മൾ കാര്യങ്ങളെ സമീപിക്കുന്നതെങ്കിൽ that will not be beneficial for not only the organization but also for us also. So always, in order to pave a good path towards the progress or the success of something, we need a strong bond, right? So we have to behave in unegoistically. That is known as connectedness. Why is collegiality a virtue? So collegiality should be encouraged among engineers and other professions because from the point of view of a society, collegiality is having an influential value to promote the aims of the professions. It supports personal efforts, and we have to act responsibly in concert with colleagues, and it strengthens one's motivation to live up towards a professional standard. And from the point of a professional, collegiality is more valuable as many individuals, and we are jointly working for the good of public of a society. അപ്പോൾ എന്തുകൊണ്ടാണ് we have to maintain a good colleague relationship with in normally any of the profession? നമ്മൾ എന്തുകൊണ്ട് അങ്ങനെ പറയുന്നത്? So statements like this, collegiality should be encouraged among engineers and other professionals. It is very much essential. Why? Anyone share your opinion, please? Normally professionals അവരുടെ കൊളീഗ്സ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള റിലേഷൻഷിപ്പ് മച്ച് മോർ എസെൻഷ്യൽ ആണ് എന്ന് പറയാനുള്ള റീസൺ എന്താ? What do you feel? Ritik, Salih, Shafiq, Sarang. Please share your thoughts or your ideas. ഷഫീഖ് ഉണ്ടോ ഇവിടെ? ഞാനിപ്പം വിളിച്ച ആൾക്കാർ ആരും തന്നെ ക്ലാസ്സിലില്ല. ഇല്ല അല്ലേ? Okay, then I will mark absent. One second. Let me call up your names. Ashish. Abhinav. Abhishek. Aditya. Akhil Siri, Akhil K. Amal Surendran, Amina. Anina, Anirudh, Anchita, Anuja, Anujaila, Anujainda, Anuja, Anupama, Aromal, Arpit, Arundad, Ashwin, Fasna, Fasna ഉണ്ടോ? 50 എങ്ങനെയാ പെട്ടെന്ന് 53 ആയല്ലോ? ഫസ്ന ഇല്ല. റംഷത, ഹൃതുൽ, ഹൃതുൽ ഉണ്ടോ? ഹൃതുൽ, ജെറീഷ്, ജെറീഷ്, ഓക്കെ. ഖദീജ, ലിഖിത്, ഖദീജ ഇല്ല, ഖദീജ ആബ്സെന്റ്, ഖദീജ ആബ്സെന്റ്, ലിഖിത് പ്രസന്റ് അല്ല. ലിയാന, ലിയാന ഇല്ല, ലിയാന ഇല്ലല്ലോ. ഓക്കെ. മിഥുൻ മോഹൻ, മുഹമ്മദ് നാസിഫ്, റാസി, മിൻഹാജ്. Nihal, Salih and Shafiq. Shafiq, I have called you many times, you didn't respond. Now you are giving attendance. Salih and Shafiq, both of them. Nabil, Nanda, Nandita. Nivedya, Nuha, Prince, Rishikesh, Rishwin, Pratik, Rohit, Safil, Sankirtana, Sarang. Hope Sarang is absent. Okay. Sejal, Seven, Shabin, Sishaj, Tanusri, Teja, Tulasi, Vaishnavi, Vishnu, Vaishnav, Yadav, Anish, Amal. Then who is absent in this class? 82 ആൾക്കാരേ ഉള്ളൂ. നാസിഫ് പ്രസന്റ് അല്ല? നാസിഫ് ആബ്സെന്റ് അല്ലേ? റാസി ഉണ്ട്, നിഹാജ് ഉണ്ട്, നിഹാൽ ഉണ്ട്, സാലിഹ്, ഷഫീഖ്, നബീൽ, നന്ദ, നന്ദിത, നിവേദ്യ, യാദവ് പ്രസന്റ് ആണോ? യാദവ് ആബ്സെന്റ് അല്ലേ? ഓക്കെ, ശരി. അപ്പം we are discussing about collegiality. Collegiality is a virtue because in a profession we have to maintain that. Why? Inside a profession we have to maintain it because it is a normal profession is not like an other work. It is like it needs the support from others also, or co-workers also has to be support. So it means valuing one colleagues for their professional skill and their ability is very much essential, and we have to watch it. That means collegiality is very important in the case of a profession because it is not like any other work. If single workers, if they are not be good with its co-worker, it is not a problem. But if you are working in an MNC, you people is working as a team or a gang, so you have to respect others. You have to value the opinions and ideas of other person. That is very much essential. Okay. And next is we are telling collegiality should be encouraged among engineers and other professions because it strengthens one's motivation to live up in a professional standard. Okay, next is negative aspects of collegiality. Collegiality may be misused or distorted. Colleagues may appeal to be silent about corporate corruption. So in most of the companies that is happening, so corporate corruptions are present in anywhere, everywhere. It is like, as being an employee, being a normal employee, we cannot raise a sound against that person, right? But as per our, it is a negative aspect. We have to raise about the corruption that is happening in an organization. Be brave and be stand enough in front of a crowd and say it is a corruption. We should always have the courage to say that. Okay, it may degenerate more groups of self-interest rather than sheer devotion to the public. And because heavy competitions among engineers, collegiality may focus on the corporate goal of maximizing the profit at the expense of public good. Right? That these all are like some of the negative aspects of this collegiality. And if you are standing for the positive side, and if you are always standing for the good of society, and the collegiality is very much essential and very much important for a good society. Okay. Next is loyalty, and the quality of being true and faithful, that is loyal. Loyalty to the employers may not meaning obeying one's immediate supervisor. നമ്മൾ ലോയൽറ്റി എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ അവർ പറയുന്നത് അപ്പാടെ അനുസരിക്കുക എന്നുള്ളതല്ല. We should be always loyal. We should be there for the good things that they are saying, and if at all any corruption or any other negative things, immoral things they are acting, you have to raise your voice against that, right? So the quality of being true and faithful is known as loyalty, and loyalty is exhibited in two senses. One is agency loyalty and identification loyalty. Agency loyalty means it is an obligation to fulfill his or her contractual ideas to the employer, and the contractual duties may include specific action that is assigned, for which one is assigned, general activities of cooperating with colleagues and following lawful authority with the organization, and it consists of several obligations to the employers. So one example I'll tell: people may not like the job, they do hate their employer, but still they would perform their duty as long as they are employed, right? This sense of loyalty is agency loyalty. ഈ എക്സാമ്പിൾ വെച്ച് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എന്താ ഏജൻസി ലോയൽറ്റി എന്ന് മനസ്സിലായല്ലോ. Yes or no? Once again I'll repeat. Normally if a person is working for an MNC or a company, actually he loves that job, but the problem with that is like he do not like his employer, his or her employer, but still being an employee, he or she has to perform his duty. So he or she is perform the duty as long as they are employees. This is known as agency loyalty. ഈ പറഞ്ഞ കൺസെപ്റ്റ് ക്ലിയർ ആയോ? അഖിൽ, റിസ്വിൻ, തേജ, സഫീൽ, ഹൃതുൽ, അനിരുദ്ധ്. ഇപ്പൊ എന്താ ഏജൻസി ലോയൽറ്റി എന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാല് it considers several obligations to employers, but for the engineers, still he is a worker, still he is an employee of that particular organization. He has to perform some duties that will be there. Okay. Next is identification loyalty. It is concerned with attitudes, emotions, and sense of personal identity as it does with action. It includes willingness to meet moral duties with attachment and trust with the employer. Employee should meet his moral duties to the organization willingly with personal attachment and affirmation. What is being an employee? What is our emotion? What is our attitudes towards a particular thing? And our willingness towards to do a moral duty, and the trust that we have to keep with our employers, that will be there in the identification loyalty. Employee should meet his or her moral duty to the organization. That is known as identification of loyalty. Okay. Identification of loyalty is obligatory only when two conditions are met. Employees must be treated fairly, and identification loyalty is actually reciprocal in nature. That is, employee can be expected to be loyal to the employees only when employers shows strong commitment towards that. അതായത് നിങ്ങളിപ്പം നിങ്ങളുടെ കമ്പനിയോട് നിങ്ങൾ നല്ല കൂറുള്ളവരായിരിക്കണമെങ്കിൽ whatever things happening in an employee life, the company or organization should be supportive, right? നിങ്ങളെ ഹെൽപ്പ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരു കമ്പനിയോട് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങളുടെ ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുകൾ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്ന ഒരാളല്ലേ നിങ്ങളെ തിരിച്ച് ഹെൽപ്പ് ചെയ്യുന്നു. So it is reciprocal in nature. Always the employers and employees should be loyal to each other. Okay. Some duties of the loyal employees are to avoid conflicts of interest, protects the confidential information, to be honest in making estimates, to admit one's error. All these are the duties of loyal, loyal employees, right? Next concept is managing conflict. For the time being, we will stop here. So today we have discussed about type of conflicts. So in this class, we have discussed about what are the responsibility of an engineer, right? So responsibility is actually divided into two categories like internal responsibility and external responsibility. And in internal responsibility, collegiality and loyalty is there, and respect of authority, collective bargaining. In this, we have discussed the first two. Collegiality and loyalty comes under internal responsibility that we have discussed. And in the coming classes, we'll discuss about conflicts and how to manage it. Managing the conflicts that we will study. Okay, Anu. ഈ പറഞ്ഞത് തരാം ഓക്കെ ആണോ? ഓക്കെ. ഷെഫീഖ് ഓക്കെ ആണോ? സാലിഹ്? Okay. Anyway, I'll stop here. We'll continue in the next class. Okay. Bye bye.